So the first person I questioned was my sister. I asked her how her day was going, how when where did she goes, and I saw her. The gesture was she was leaning in, she was open palm, she was talking like, and she said like, um, my day went great. You know, I went to a restaurant, I went to a cafe, I saw koi fish, I interacted with my brother, like as I said, my brother-in-law and like other people, and they went to the arcade and had fun. That's what she said. And her gesture, her face, just when she said that, like she said, she was happy, like she enjoyed doing things, and also like going to the arcade, drinking coffee, and eating. I observed that she was happy. Her facial expression was like happy, like twitching, smiling. Her eyebrow goes up, and she was just genuinely happy from what I've seen. And her voice went up higher, a higher tone than she usually talk. Usually it go, usually it goes lower than when she said like anything like normal, like doesn't have to involve like with anyone. It goes lower, but when it involves like her and like her happiness moment, it goes up. And her body movement, she was talking, like she was leaning in and stuff like that, talking and engaging. And she's just wearing t-shirt and shorts. And I don't think she's that hard to track because I know her. I've been living with her, so I know. So she wasn't that hard to track at all. I don't There was no external noises at all because my family usually a quiet one. Maybe like a little TV noise here and there because we love watching TV. A habit that I actually realized that I got that emerged during that was I was half listening. I was not hearing. Like I kind of zoned out in my own mind, but I was listening to her. And yeah, so second person I asked was my long time no see friend. It's been like a year now since I've seen him. I'm like, how was day go because of college, and I asked him, how's day going? How was college? The gesture I saw them do was like open hand, but also looking down a bit, like a sad, disappointed when their gesture is like looking at me like a little down, like when they say like, oh yeah, college is going great, but my class is not, so because I am on the verge of failing and stuff like that. And when I saw their face saying like, oh yeah, I'm on the verge of failing, like there was no face muscle. It was like just looking down. It was their eyes like sad. I mean, they weren't smiling, but they were like being really serious about it. There was no twitching or anything. It was just gravity doing its thing. Their voice sounded a little sadder than it usually is, like how someone talks and like their voice either goes high or low depending on how much their happiness goes by. And I see that it was pretty sad because their voice didn't go up at all. It's just stick at the same tone when they're saying that. And their body was engaging, but like it was just kind of relaxed, like to the point where like falling asleep. Basically, is that how it is? I mean, they were just standing up talking to me. There wasn't like really any position. It was just leaning back on a wall. They wore like shorts, not shorts. It was joggers. That's what it was. Joggers, shirt, and a jacket. And there was, I mean, we met it at the mall, so I mean, there was a lot of noise for other around. I mean, I didn't see this I realized at this time I didn't have any poor listening habit that emerged from this one. I mean, the one thing I would say was poorly emerged was like probably interrupting because I was asking him a question during what he was talking about, so I was probably interrupting. And then over a reflection, I like this because it gave me more awareness of what like how people look at it non-verbally rather than just straight up like listening to them. Like I know their body gesture now. Like I know what they talking about and how they feel in that moment when I look at non-verbal and listening to their talking, and I look at their gesture, and it's like really nice. What I found challenging was like I get observing it really close because I'm engaged in a conversation, And then I rarely like, I mean, for this assignment specifically, because I was meeting up with my friend and I saw there's an opportunity to use it. So it was like really challenging because I can't like pay attention to my friend talking at the same time as looking at their body gesture and learning how they talks and stuff like that. That was really key takeaway is I've learned a lot from like just body gesture, like non-verbal. They didn't have to speak about it. I learned how they were talking and how they feel at that certain moment. But also I learned my bad habit that should be like not I say not there. Yeah, basically it should be not there. Yeah.